Good morning and welcome to another daily resilient mindset video. And what I wanted to talk about today was the importance of focusing on your habits and routines, because I don't know about you, I think particularly after the announcement last week, I think things went a little bit wayward. Some of the things that I typically do in the morning sort of pulled away from me. Like, actually some of them is impossible to do, like going for a swim in the morning now because the pool's shut. But actually, if I'm honest, I started to let myself off from doing some of the other good habits that are important to me as well. And so I'm back on a routine. So for me, that's things like doing a little bit of reading in the morning, a bit of Tai Chi, a little exercise routine I'm doing with my wife, Rebecca, and just a few things to get me started. I go through some affirmations, which again had lost the way a little bit last week when it was a little bit destabilizing. So I'm back on some good mind routines and some physical routines as well. And remember that your physiology is very much connected with your psychology. I was just listening on the radio actually to one of the DJs on the radio station talking about the fact he's doing a lot more exercise now than he used to before. So there's going to be some positives that come out of it, but actually focusing on not suddenly slipping into eating poorly, drinking too much alcohol. I think a few of us may have had a few drinks too many over the last week or so maybe. Getting some regular exercise, all those kind of things good for your physiology but good for your psychology. But also your psychological habits. And I was talking to a client yesterday and they were saying to me actually, and it is for us all about finding a new normal, but getting a routine around that, because I think we need our routines. And this particular client was talking about looking at doing some online yoga and finally getting into some sort of habits around meditation, and also doing some reading, but maybe not around personal development and business, a bit of escapism, read a bit of fiction. And I must admit, I've got 2 or 3 biographies lined up, and I've been doing a fair bit of business reading and personal development reading since the start of the year. But just as a little bit of escapism, I'm going to read maybe a bit of fiction next week, but certainly a couple of biographies I've got lined up. So have a look at your habits, because the regular habits will reinforce your neural pathways. You've probably all heard of the concept neural plasticity. But our neurology is plastic, and it's the way that we use it that's important. So if we do the things that aren't particularly good for us in terms of our ways of thinking, our habits, that will start to reinforce pathways that aren't particularly positive. So doing those positive habits, whether they be practical, physical or psychological, will develop both your physical muscles, but it'll develop the muscles of your mind as well, your neurology. So sit back from all of this, take stock. I think it's been just an incredible whirlwind. If you think about it, I'm talking Tuesday today. It was last Tuesday when we started the lockdown, so it's been a week. And it's been an incredible journey for a lot of us, I think, in terms of feeling, I've seen a lot of people feel pretty exhausted, emotionally drained by what's gone on, adjusting to it all. But take stock now and think about what are the habits that were good for you before that you've maybe lost sight of during this, but actually some good new habits that you can lay in place. Because the reality of it is we're going to be in lockdown for 3 to 6 months of varying levels. So what you don't want is to just slide into a set of really, really damaging habits for you. So sit back today, take stock, put in some good habits that are going to put you in a strong place physically, but also a strong place mentally. Have a great day. I hope you're coping as well as you can with the difficulties and the crisis that we're going through. And particularly I hope these videos are giving you something to think about and help you develop a resilient mindset and get yourself through. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.